Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this video that I saw, and that was like, I am going to bring this here because I am sure this will kind of, I mean, boost some people's morale and make some people's faith also stand strong. Because a lot of students, because you all can actually see from the speech and all that some people were also not able to graduate. Why? Because there was peaceful protest in school. You all remember that there was a protest all over schools in United States. I mean, they were also demanding for ceasefire everywhere. It was a peaceful protest, but all of a sudden, I mean, they became frightened because what they wanted is that they said they do not want anything to happen, that they are kind of scared for the Jews and all that. And most of the things they do are being targeted towards people that look like me and brown people. I love the fact that she spoke on it. She did a great job. And I hope that as they are fighting, Black people are fighting for the right, not just only in schools, in communities, and all over. I really hope that someday we can stand up and beat our chest and say that we really fought so hard and we won, right? And I am also encouraging everybody, like if you have people in school and all that, you have younger ones, children in school, please enlighten them on some certain thing, especially this protest, because when you protest, you may actually not end graduating. Let's get into this.
We've been swimming in uncharted waters, which brings me to our senior year. A year on campus marked by enormous uncertainty. In the fall, my name and identity, alongside other Black and brown students at Harvard, was publicly targeted. For many of us students of color, doxing left our jobs uncertain, our safety uncertain. This semester, our freedom of speech and our expressions of solidarity became punishable. Leaving our graduations uncertain. As I stand before you today, I must take a moment to recognize my peers, the 13 undergraduates the 13 undergraduates in the class of 2024 who will not graduate today. I am deeply disappointed by the intolerance for freedom of speech and the right to civil disobedience on campus. Over 1,500 students had petitioned. Nearly 500 staff and faculty had spoken up, all overwhelmingly against the unprecedented sanctions. As an American and as a Harvard graduate, for me, what is happening on campus is about liberty. This is about civil rights and upholding democratic principles. The students had spoken. The faculty had spoken. you hear us? Harvard, do you hear us?
So this is absolutely a great message, and I truly hope that Harvard heard you people, because recently you all saw what has been going on, the protests and all that. And at some point, it is also very hard for Black people and other people of color to protest on campuses, because all of a sudden they became the target of, just became the target, you know. And then before we could know what is going on, I mean, there was a anti-Semitic bill that got passed. And now, as it stands, even in Florida and some other places, as a student, if you protest, that is the end of it for you. So it means Black people cannot actually speak anymore when something is right, or whether it is right, it is wrong. They cannot speak because they will be scared to speak up or come out to protest. If they do, they probably will be expelled from the school. So as it stands, they actually cannot speak. The fact that they watch what has been going on or what is going on, there are so many things happening to Black students on campuses, in schools, and all that. But it is usually very hard for them to speak on that or for them to talk about it. Even when it comes to Crown Act, it was like a war, and there are some states also that have actually not enacted the law of Crown Act and all that. The police brutality, like so many things going on in Black community and all that, that you dare not hear anybody talk about. But all of a sudden, when people try to speak up, I mean, there is also freedom of speech. But sometimes you find out that that freedom of speech is just a way of making people think that they can actually say whatever they want, you know. But after saying it, you might actually not be well after saying it, you know. So I love the speech. Kudos to her for being proud enough, because she talks about also the 13 students who were not allowed to graduate due to the peaceful protest that they held, and emphasizes on how Harvard really do need to listen to students and faculty. She did a great job, if you ask me. And we need more of them, more of her to speak up. Because being a person of color or being a Black person is just really hard. You can't do anything. You can't speak on some certain things. You can't do some certain things. There are limitations to so many things. And that is really scary. Do I blame people sometimes trying to hide because they do not want anything? I do not blame anybody. You know, some people sometimes really do want to speak up, but they don't know what will be the repercussion of their speaking up. So sometimes they tend to draw back. I do not blame them. So in essence, what I am saying is that we need more of her to speak up. And I hope also Harvard hears what they are saying, because this is really something they need to, because I don't see how, as a student, you cannot express yourself. A peaceful protest all of a sudden became something, all of a sudden, now all they want to do is to protect the Jews, because they feel like they are being, who is attacking who? Nobody's actually attacking whom. Because I do not understand how a peaceful protest, how they turn the story into something else. We can do better. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.